Have you ever been in a thunderstorm and experienced a giant gust of wind that feels like it could sweep you off your feet? Gust fronts, also known as outward boundaries. What are they and how do they form? Well, first of all, there needs to be a thunderstorm occurring. Now, what the gust front is basically the leading edge of rain-cooled air rushing down and out from a thunderstorm. Take a look at this picture and notice the red line with the words gust front above it. That's what's meant by leading edge, basically the boundary of the rushing air. That's why the gust front is also known as the outward boundary. But how does it actually form? Well, let's look at the given definition: the leading edge of rain-cooled air rushing down and out from a thunderstorm. First, let's look at the rain-cooled air. Rain-cooled air is simply air that is cooled by the raindrops that pass through it. This will occur mainly in air that is relatively dry, having a low humidity. This causes the raindrops to evaporate into the air, and because the raindrops are colder than the air originally was pre-evaporation, the air cools. So why does the cool air rush down and out? The answer to this lies in the knowledge of the general behavior of air. As we have learned, hot air rises. If you want to think of a real-life example of this to help visualize it, just think of a hot air balloon. Conversely, cold air does not rise, but rather it sinks. And when such a large mass of raindrops evaporates so rapidly, the air will naturally sink much quicker and become a swift downdraft. When this air reaches the ground, it spreads. Eventually the air will stop spreading further, and the edge of this downdraft is the gust front. And that's how a gust front forms!